Sina. I'm a PhD scholar in HCU, and I'm a part of this movement. I will talk about 2-3 things that is not came in, that is not came up till whoever have talked. One thing is this movement was started from the 2015 August onwards, when the whole happening on August 3rd, and after that the protest and the ABVP filing, the ABVP president filed campaigning against this ASA and ASA leaders and all, when the thing happened was in the January also the movement was very strong, and we had an administration protest. We conducted an administration protest on January 13th and 14th, we want the VC, the then VC Amparao to take a decision on the particular thing, and so we conducted a protest against this administration block and all. Then on 14th, the particular day, 14th, what this VC Amparao did was he talked with this non-teaching staff, and he made the whole nexus of non-teaching staff turned against the students who were protesting. And suddenly we were protesting in front of administration block. Suddenly a group of non-teaching staff turned up against this protesting students, and they said that if you go on striking like this, we will also protest against you, and we will stop working in the messes and all. And what happened on March 23rd is the bus workers, after this the brutal attack of police on March 22nd and all, the mess workers, the non-teaching staff together did the same thing, and they made all of us starve on almost 1.5 days. We didn't get water. The temperature was almost 42-43 degrees in Hyderabad, and we didn't get water. We didn't get food, and it was the whole violation of right to food and all. And this, what I am going to tell is the whole conspiracy against the students' movement, this Dalit movement, that was there from the beginning, and it is this way they we see along with some pro-Sanghi administration and non-teaching staff, with the help of some faculties and with the help of this particular students' organization called the ABVP, they have been working this conspiracy from the past onwards, and with the help of the appellate authority, MHRD and all, and they told us that on January 14th, and they did this when the whole protest happened on March 22nd, and this is not this a lot of actually what we are saying is we are lacking support from our own from our own faculties and all. When the whole protest and everything happened in JNU and all, they all came together as a united group, and that was the whole strength of the JNU protest and all. Actually, yeah, there are some concerned teachers and faculties. They're supporting the whole movement. They're sensible towards all these things. But since still we are we think that we are lacking support from the part of faculties and all. And I was a person who witnessed the 2 lathi charges that happened on January 18th and March 22nd. One thing I wanted to tell is that on January 18th, the lathi charge started when they wanted to grab the body of Rohit from us, and around 7:30 the whole thing happened. There was around 700 or something police battalion, all the CRPF and Telangana police, and that day they were not that brutal and not that violent. And then when it came to this march, and the whole protest happened in connection with this VCs coming back, this the whole police forces were like, they were like just behaving like beasts. They were so brutal, and I like personally talked to a lot of policemen among the group, and one particular person was there without any uniform and all. He just like his mannerism and behavior just like looked like a gunda, and he was a particular person who like took this Udayabanu on March when he was preparing to cook this food and all, and he was like I think he is a specially trained person who is like particularly trained in beating and kicking people, and when the whole lathi charge happened, there was a visible difference in the behavior, the attack they are doing. They were very authentic. They were like they have been like very powerful, and then they are doing violence. They are showing all their power in a very authentic manner, as if they have like a very powerful state or some support. We strongly think that like the Home Minister have given order to no, to suppress the movement in that sense, and like I think they have got the whole permission to do that. That is their strength. And most of the girl students and girls and women were also handled and grabbed and kicked by male police officers. They are actually not supposed to do that. These are the illegal things they have done, and a lot of people have been talking about the illegal detention. Actually, if somebody has got arrested, the concerned people have the right to know about where they are detained. Right to information. Constitutionally, these people have the right to get legal services and all. All these kind of basic human rights are denied. And how we can then talk about legal this thing, and I don't know how we can still believe in the judiciary system and all. And I'm hopeless, but still the struggle is on, and we will go on with this protest till we actually we don't think that we'll go on with such a BC, and who just behaved very irresponsibly when one student committed suicide, and he didn't and everyone is saying that they were so much of feared of the students. He thought that the students would attack him and all. And if we have made a decision to come there on the spot and see the body of the student, we would have little bit consoled. That is why he did injustice. He didn't take any decision when it was from his part. He could have taken some decision to resolve the whole thing, and the administration and BC only brought to such an extent and made the whole thing a big mess. Thank you.